What happens when a vessel crane suddenly fails in the middle of operation? No lifting, no movement, and time is critical. Today, we're on board facing a real-time crane breakdown, and we're going to diagnose and fix it live. Welcome to TechTide Digital Lifestyle, where real marine engineering meets practical troubleshooting at sea. In this video, we're dealing with a provision crane failure, one of the most essential systems on board. A fault like this can delay operations, affect safety, and disrupt the entire workflow of the vessel. So we'll go step by step, from identifying the symptoms to finding the exact root cause. We'll check electrical systems, inspect the control panel, test components, and narrow down the fault, just like it happens in real onboard conditions. No theory, just practical, hands-on troubleshooting and repair. If you are into marine engineering, ship maintenance, or real technical problem solving, make sure to subscribe to TechTide Digital Lifestyle and be part of the journey. Let's fix this crane. Let's start. The provision crane on deck is not working. So the first step is to check the power supply from the main source. Now we move to the control panel and inspect the MCCB. And here, this MCCB is tripped. A tripped MCCB usually indicates that some internal fault has occurred, such as an overload, short circuit, or electrical issue within the system. So now, we need to investigate further and identify the exact cause before resetting it. Now, let's take a closer look inside the control panel for any visible burn signs or damaged components. Everything looks normal here, no clear indication of overheating or burnt connections. So the next step is to check the motor insulation directly from the main control panel terminals. We'll test each phase, U, V, and W, one by one using an insulation tester. Starting with U phase, the insulation resistance is around 550 megaohms, which is good. Now checking V phase, again, approximately 550 megaohms, also in good condition. But when we check the third terminal, W phase, there's no insulation reading, it's showing 0. This clearly indicates that there is an insulation failure in one phase of the motor. So the problem is most likely on the motor side. Let's move to the motor and inspect it further to confirm the fault. Now we open the motor terminal box cover and check the insulation directly at the motor terminals. We test all three winding terminals one by one. First terminal, good insulation. Second terminal, also within normal range. But the third terminal is again showing 0 insulation. This confirms that the fault is inside the motor winding itself. So the issue is clearly an internal winding failure, and the motor will need repair or replacement. Now we proceed to open the motor for internal inspection. First, we ensure complete isolation of power and safe working conditions before disassembly. Carefully removing the motor cover and separating the housing. Now we can see the internal winding. And here, clearly visible, there are burn marks on the winding. The insulation is damaged, and part of the coil is completely burnt. This confirms the reason behind the 0 insulation reading we detected earlier. The motor has experienced an internal winding failure, most likely due to overheating, overload, or a short circuit. At this stage, the motor cannot be used in this condition. It will require rewinding or complete replacement before putting it back into operation. Let's quickly summarize what we found. Initially, the crane was completely non-operational. We started with the basic checks, verifying the power supply and inspecting the control panel. There, we identified that the MCCB was tripped, which already indicated that something was wrong within the system. Moving forward, we checked for any visible burn signs inside the panel, but everything appeared normal. So the next logical step was to test the motor insulation from the control panel terminals. During insulation testing, two phases showed healthy readings of around 550 megaohms, while one phase showed 0 insulation. This gave us a strong indication that the fault was on the motor side. To confirm, we proceeded to the motor terminal box and repeated the insulation test directly at the motor terminals. Again, we observed the same result, one winding with 0 insulation. Finally, after opening the motor, we confirmed the root cause. The motor winding was burnt internally, which caused the insulation failure and ultimately led to the crane breakdown. This is a clear example of how systematic troubleshooting helps in quickly identifying the exact fault without wasting time. Now, let's talk about safety and operation. A crane is a critical piece of equipment on board, and any failure like this can lead to serious risks, not only operational delays but also potential hazards to crew and cargo. That's why regular maintenance, insulation testing, and proper load management are extremely important. Always ensure that the crane is not overloaded beyond its safe working limit. Electrical systems are checked periodically. Any abnormal sound, smell, or vibration is reported immediately, and most importantly, never operate equipment that shows signs of electrical fault. Preventive maintenance can save time, cost, and most importantly, ensure safety on board. I hope this real-time troubleshooting and repair process helped you understand how to approach such faults in a practical way. If you found this video useful, don't forget to subscribe to TechTide Digital Lifestyle for more real onboard engineering, marine troubleshooting, and technical learning content. Also, make sure to check out our playlist for more important marine, technical, and future education videos that can help you grow your skills and knowledge. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.